Fire up those DiGiorno pizzas because Earwolf's Womp It Up is back with new episodes. That's right. Everyone's favorite Comedy Bang Bang intern, Marissa Wampler, played by Jessica St. Clair, and her co-host, Charlotte Listler, played by Lennon Parham, are throwing on the cans once again. In every episode, Marissa and Listler interview a different colorful character from the world of the Marina Del Rey High School and give listeners relationship advice. Their latest guest is the head of the high school newspaper, Mr. Casey Steers, played by Paul Scheer. If you haven't listened to Womp It Up before, and if you love Comedy Bang Bang, then you're really going to love this. Listen to Womp It Up on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Earwolf, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I did it. I didn't talk through the whole thing so that you could hear it in all its glory. I know some people don't like when I talk over music. I know I'm doing it right now. But there's something about music by itself that I just think it needs me. Why is the one time I went to see some so-called classical music, they played Zero Fogat, and there were no singing parts. I don't know how to describe it. It was like they would start a song and you would think, oh, any moment now the singer will come out, and just no. And I was like, obviously there's been a car accident. We should check on that singer. Why are they just playing? He's clearly not, or she. Clearly the singer is not showing up. And these guys are just playing like this is not a big deal. Then about the 8th song I caught on, oh, there's not going to be a singer. This is on purpose. So I started talking. I started loudly talking. I just did a stream of consciousness monologue while they played all their dumb old antique looking instruments. Ugh. Have you ever seen a violin? It looks like a bunch of table legs all smushed together. Not like an electric guitar, the coolest instrument. Or the recorder. My favorite song? Obviously, Hot Cross Buns. It's got it all. It's a very simple story. That's what I like. Everybody can sing it. Unlike the national anthem, hard to sing. That's why I take a knee. You ever been to a sporting event where someone tries to nail the national anthem and doesn't? Ooh. That's rough stuff. What I would like to see is someone who absolutely knows they can't nail it, and so they try to get out of the high note. If they get to, and the land of the free, just not even try, but do it with such confidence. Or my favorite fake out, or the land of the free. What a great finger to everybody that would be. And the home of the brave, like ended on a question, really leaves you thinking. Really leaves you thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a program where I invite a special guest or guests onto the show to join me in a free-form conversation inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the show to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. That's right. Across Buns, a stone cold classic. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to welcome these two peoples to the show. One of them was here one time, but didn't say anything. She was a secret guest. She was in a picture, but she was not on mic. Go to the Facebook page, look at all the pictures, see if you can find her. The other here for the very first time, but both will be talking today. They are two of the editors of...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Editors and founders.
Yes. Editors and founders. I always forget to get people's exact titles before I start talking. And so far, I've been able to nail it every time. They're both the editors and co-founders of the hilarious Reductress website. Please welcome to the show Beth Newell and Sarah Pappalardo.
Hello.
Sarah, do you say Papa or Papa?
You can go either way, but I go Pappa.
You go Papa?
I know.
Are you Canadian?
You would think, but I'm not. Close.
Wait, you go Pappa?
I do.
You're just finding this out, Beth.
Listen to me say my name sometimes. It's wild.
Wow. I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
There's no right answer. They're both fine.
Did you used to correct people and then you stopped correcting people?
No, I mean, I really think both are fine. I think my parents would just say Pappalardo, so I kind of stuck with that since they raised me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Beth, just standard pronunciation of Newell?
Yep, that's correct.
Not Newell?
No, just the normal.
I like when people do that, though.
Do people do that?
Every once in a while.
We went somewhere yesterday where the security guard saw my ID and then he spelled my name Newhall in the system and couldn't find me. And I was like, that's not, it's right in front of you.
Now, the last time I saw you guys was I was the guest on a live Reductress show, Mouth Time. I love that podcast, Mouth Time podcast. And after the show, you had asked me if there was a bar nearby where you could go get a drink. Just want to clear up this old business. Did you find a place and did you go?
We went to the Mexican restaurant down the street.
There you go. Casita de Campos.
Yeah, yeah.
Sí.
And I think they were trying to like edge us out because we got there at like 10:45.
Probably.
Like,
Yeah, they were closing really early.
Yeah. So
Did you manage to get a drink in there?
we got a single margarita and went home, which I guess is just what you do here in LA.
That's
Everything just shuts down at 11.
That's pretty standard. Single margarita and go home. Beth and Sarah, I have a question for you. This comes from our previous episode's guest. And that question is, have you ever stolen anything?
Absolutely.
Yes. My most memorable stealing experience was when I was a really little kid and I was in the checkout line at the grocery store with my mom and I really wanted candy and I was like, I can kind of sidle up against this and slide it into my pocket, but I made the worst choice ever, which was Tic Tacs, which is the noisiest thing you could ever try to steal from the grocery store. And so I was like, I did a really good job, but I feel like I wish I could see video of this because I sort of must have like shuffled out of the store very carefully. And I like got in the car and was like quietly eating them. My brother was like, "Where'd you get that?" And I was like, "Oh, I just found it on the ground." And he was like, "Was the seal broken?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Okay, we can eat these, but don't tell Mom."
How much older is your brother?
2 years. Yeah.
So he was old enough to know this was a crime. And I'm going to let it go.
Yeah.
But he also, I like the concern of, was the seal broken?
Yeah, he had a real attention to detail.
Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Was it just the closest thing?
I think it just caught my eye. Maybe
Yeah.
it was probably something that like we would never get.
Yeah.
So
Mom would never pony up the 50 cents.
Right.
Tic Tacs.
Why do kids need breath mints? I remember though as a kid, Tic Tacs were very attractive because they came in a container and there was
Right.
something that was very kind of alluring about them for sure.
They were the fun mints. the most fun.
Sarah, what did you steal?
An eerily similar story to that. I was at Kmart and I decided I wanted some stickers, but this was like around the time when every 7-year-old was wearing like stretchy pants, just like basically leggings. And so I decided to just shove this like giant rectangular sticker pack in my pants. And like we're leaving Kmart and my mom's like, "What's in your pants?" And I'm like, "Nothing." Like,
So you did not like have a shirt that was maybe covering the outline.
Nope, just stretchy pants, just being a kid. And I'm like, "There's nothing in my pants, Mom." Some negotiation happens. She forces me to like walk back in Kmart and be like, "I stole this," and I learned an important life lesson that day.
Which is wear a long
Don't
shirt.
put stickers in. Yeah. Get a bag.
I don't think when I was a kid I stole candy, of course. I don't know that I ever stole anything other than candy because I think in my mind I felt like that was too dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Like getting for some reason I think in my kid brain I was like they got to understand that you're a kid and you want candy. So the penalty will be less severe. But stealing like any kind of dry good, that's a bridge too far.
Right.
After that, like I think pretty much everybody steals candy or something like that, some small thing at some point. Any point after that, what have you stolen?
That's where it gets complicated.
Stuff from work?
Wow. Yeah, we steal stuff. We actually buy the supplies and then steal them and take them home.
I have taken like notebooks and stuff
Yeah.
from jobs, but it was like a job where the person training me had held the job before me, and they were like, "You're gonna want to get some of these notebooks," and I was like, "Yeah, good call." It's like,
I remember working retail jobs and stealing toilet paper was a big thing. Like when you were just broke and it's like, well, this is here and I could easily just take this out of here and then put it in my house.
Yeah. Oh, that was like a huge sign in college when someone had the industrial roll of toilet paper in their apartment. And it's like, I see you. I see what you're doing.
That like Soviet quality.
we had that in our college dorm room because it was kind of a standoff of like who's going to get toilet paper. And at a certain point, if you're the one always getting it, you're like, well, fuck you. You're going to use this shitty toilet paper.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. My oldest sister I shouldn't say claims. I believe her. She says she has never stolen anything. Like when she was a kid, she never stole anything, which that boggles my mind. Like I can't imagine being a child and not going through that process of like, no one's looking at me. I want that thing. I do not have money.
Right.
So I'm going to take that thing.
Yeah. Wow, childhood really does kind of explain poverty in like a really clear way. Like, you don't have money, you're gonna steal. Which is why I want universal basic income for children.
That's right.
Yeah.
For children,
Yes.
not for adults.
Yeah, no.
If kids just have candy money.
Yeah.
Did you have jobs when you were kids?
Oh yeah, I was bagging groceries at 15.
Yeah, just babysitting.
Yeah.
Nothing
Too
serious.
That too.
What was bagging groceries like? Because I've only ever done it for myself, for the love of it.
It's deeply It's actually really, really satisfying if you like enjoy things like Tetris, because you just make things all
absolutely.
put them in a place and all the cold stuff in one bag. And I weirdly worked at like Hannaford near like the Manchester, New Hampshire airport, and this is insane.
Wait,
but,
some things I didn't understand.
okay, a grocery store. It was a grocery store by an airport,
and it's
right?
Hannaford.
Hannaford.
A Hannaford near.
This is some New England stuff.
I see.
And as a 15-year-old, like a male flight attendant propositioned me and gave me like keys to a hotel room. I didn't even know what that meant at the time. And I was like, wow, that's the weirdest.
When you were bagging groceries?
Yeah.
This
right?
adult man
This adult.
Wow.
gave you his his key card?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was weird. But anyway, bagging groceries was awesome though.
Well, now, did he do this in front of the cashier?
Yeah, who was probably like 16.
Did you guys discuss it after that?
Yeah. She explained to me what was going on. I don't know, probably felt slighted. Was playing it off pretty well.
Have you had the experience of watching someone else bag your groceries and doing it incorrectly?
Absolutely.
It drives me crazy because I am like that too, where it's like, I love the logic of it and figuring it out. Like, because guess what? I bring my bags to the store and I bag them correctly as I'm shopping, and then I take them perfectly arranged, and then someone else undoes my beautiful work.
Oh my God. Yeah, you want to say something, but like, why? Don't tell someone how to do their job.
Have you ever rebagged them after someone has bagged them incorrectly?
Just a little bit, it's just a slight adjustment, because you don't want the eggs to get fucked up.
Of course not. I have gone like a couple stands down to like an empty stand and then taken them out and put them back in the right way.
I hate when like the cold stuff is mixed in with the not refrigerated stuff, and then
That's Bush League.
it's so
Bush League. Come on.
Yeah.
Babysitting. Did you enjoy babysitting or did you not enjoy babysitting?
It was okay. I had a lot of babysitting situations where I felt a little overwhelmed because there'd be like 3 kids and I'd be like 12 or something, and I didn't ever really understand how to interact with the parents. Like when they would like the dad would come home and then he'd like drive you home alone and you'd just like silently sit there, or, just
right.
It
Also
was
get
awkward.
propositioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives you a key card to his hotel.
Yeah, exactly. I also feel like I had a weird situation with like a little kid that was like constipated, and the mom wanted me to give him like prune juice. And then so I did it one time and she was like, how did you know he was constipated? And then it was like a weird accusation. Like she was like, what's going? I was like, well, he kept telling me to check his diaper and there was nothing in his diaper. So, but it was just one of those weird.
Hey, you do check my diaper.
It was a weird thing.
There should be stuff in there.
Yeah, but it's a weird conversation to have with an adult when you're still a kid and you're like, well, I think this is what I was supposed to do. I don't know.
Yeah, you're asking a teenager to like be a professional mom, which is just a lot to ask.
I also love the like what was the impropriety? Like, how do you know my child's constipated?
I was like, well, she had warned me that he sometimes gets constipated. So it was like not like
I got the idea from you, lady.
Also, another awkward time, the same woman, her daughter one time when I was leaving was like, I love you so much. I wish you were my mom.
Oh,
and then her mom like almost burst into tears.
She said it in front of the mom?
Yeah.
No.
Which was obviously just like such an innocent thing for her to say
course.
as a kid and was not meant to implicate her mom in any way, but that was pretty awkward too. So.
Oh. And
I mean, every kid wants a cool teen mom, though.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Did it make sense? Was the mom kind of like the worst?
She was nice, but she was really Catholic. So she was just
forget
like,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah. And you were letting these kids eat meat. It was a Friday.
Yeah.
I actually got fired from a babysitting job from someone from my church because all the kids and I, we loved playing the guitar and singing. And I was singing a song because they were talking about hell. And I was like, hell isn't real, right?
Oh, shit.
It turns out, they told their parents and I was out of that job.
Oh, no.
So unfair.
How did you find out? Did they just say?
They just never called me again.
They just never
and
called
I'm like,
you
I
again?
knew it had to be that. It wasn't anything else. I'd babysat for them for years.
Right.
So
They
hell isn't
didn't-
real was the line in the sand.
I'm surprised that they didn't confront you to inform you that hell was, in fact, very real.
I know, right? Well,
Were you raised religiously, Beth?
No, I was raised like Congregationalist, which is like a pretty loose version of Protestant in Massachusetts. So it was pretty chill. Like I remember when I was growing up, they had a vote to decide if gay people would be allowed in our specific church, and they were like, "Yeah, it's cool." And so it was, I don't know, for the time, it didn't feel very.
Yeah, we're just going through the motions here anyway.
Yeah.
Who cares?
We would go to youth group, and they would rarely talk about God. We would just play handball in the basement of the church or something. So it was just very I think they wanted us to like being at the church, and so they were pretty cool about it.
Did you go to church every Sunday?
Sometimes it was sort of when my parents felt up for it, but yeah.
when they're up for a game of handball.
Sarah, did you grow up with church?
I did, yeah.
Every Sunday?
Almost, yeah. I was guilted into it. And it was it was an evangelical church, but it was in New England. So it had the veneer of that chill whatever church.
Right.
But then they send everyone in high school to this conference down in the South. So I had to go to Tennessee one summer for this like conference of like a bunch of teens like loving Christ, where they kind of like indoctrinate you into the whole thing. It was wild.
Wow.
It was not New England.
And did you find yourself clashing with people because you had your certain ideas of religion, where I'm sure the idea of hell not being real, I'm sure was not shared by some of these people.
Yeah, there was like maybe 10,000 kids in like University of Tennessee all in an auditorium, and they're like, how can anyone doubt the love of Jesus Christ with that many people who believe? And I was like, there's probably just as many like Satan worshipers and atheists, or just Satan worshipers. And then they were like, yeah, but if you believe in Satan, that means you have to believe in Jesus. I was like, touche.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Ironclad.
I'm going to sit this one out.
Sarah and Beth, thank you so much for being here. Very quickly, tell people about Reductress, because it's a hilarious site.
Reductress is a satirical women's magazine.
Yes, that's right. We parody women's media.
Yeah, we're like The Onion meets Cosmo.
There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. And where can people follow you guys online should you wish to be found?
You can find us at reductress.com, at Reductress on Twitter and Facebook, and you can find our podcast Mouth Time wherever you find podcasts.
And where can people find you individually?
You can find me on Twitter as Beth Newell.
And I'm your Pappalardo. See how I pronounce
I win! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. When we return, we will meet our improvisers. Listen to the ad. Stitcher Premium has a new series from award-winning British comedian Josie Long, all of the planet's wonders shown in detail. Through this original scripted comedy series, Josie Long will attempt to better herself and get out into the world with help from Maeve Higgins and a host of other comedy pals. Also featuring Earwolf favorites like Aaron Whitehead, Hayes Davenport, and Zach Reno, plus John Hodgman, and British comics Humphrey Kerr, John Luke Roberts, and the Illusionist podcast's Helen Zaltzman. Gain fantastic insights about topics including exploration, insects, and fossils. Travel with Josie and Maeve to the bottom of the ocean in James Cameron's submarine and find out why Josie's dated so many men with a love of rocks. Give it a listen and make Josie Long your new favorite international comedian. For a free month trial of Stitcher Premium, use the promo code SPONT at stitcherpremium.com/planets. That's promo code SPONT at stitcherpremium.com/planets. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretends. Seated right across from me, this little honey. I haven't seen him in forever.
Oh,
I'm so glad he's back.
I'm very happy to be back.
Say hello to Ryan Gaul.
Hi.
Ryan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I can't believe you don't know what Hannaford is.
Why? Why can't you believe that?
I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Why?
I don't know.
It
because
defies logic that you don't know about this New England grocery store.
You've traveled so much.
It's true.
You're worldly.
I like to think I am. I've been
You're
around.
welcome.
I've been around the block once or twice.
I think it just towers over any of the West Coast grocery stores.
And you're from New England.
Yeah, I'm from Maine.
You're from Maine, which nobody is.
No, I'm the only person from Maine.
It's you and Stephen King.
Yeah, it's me
Is
and
he
Stephen
still
King.
in Maine?
I think so. Where else would he doesn't?
Right?
I don't think he's getting welcomed anywhere else.
People just don't want him.
Sorry, Stephen. No, yeah. I mean, I don't think he's known as a not weirdo, right?
Ooh, that's a good question. Is Stephen King known as a not weirdo?
Can we ask Siri if Stephen King is known
Let's see.
as a not weirdo?
Is Stephen King known as a not weirdo?
Which one?
The author.
The author, stupid.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, check that out.
Web for the author stupid.
What?
Here's what I found on the web for the author, stupid.
I think she's calling you a stupid back, right?
Oh my God, she is.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, I don't want
This
to.
is like iRobot all over again.
Yeah. It's a great grocery store. Thanks
What-
for having me back.
What makes it so great, this Hannaford?
I also worked I was a bagger.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's nice. And I put a lot of effort into my bagging. And then I was eventually promoted to the night crew. Do you know what the night crew does?
I know that there's some sweet sounds coming down on them.
Yeah.
What does the night crew?
You stock the shelves at night. So the freight comes in and you take it and put it on. So that's not happening during the day while there are customers there.
That's a promotion?
Yeah. Well, you get paid more and it was more fun because I could come home like from college and work from 8 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning and then go home and sleep till noon and have my whole day to like hit the beach, man, in Maine.
Now, is it? I can't wait to get out on those rocks. Let me ask you, at the grocery store at night, is it true all the groceries come alive?
Yeah. It's not like night at the museum.
What's that? Ryan, I'm going to look away from you now.
Please do.
I'm going to look right next to you. Seated kitty corner for me. Meow. Please welcome back our friend Amanda Lund.
Thanks for having me.
Amanda, always a delight to have you.
Thank you.
What were your childhood jobs, if any?
I worked at Disneyland.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, how old were you when you worked at Disney?
I started working, it was my first job. I started working there at 16.
Wow.
I think I was a junior in high school, so 16 or 17.
And you've held many positions at Disney over the years, right?
Yes, all theme parks.
What was your first job at Disney?
I was a face character. Actually, I've only ever been a face character.
Sir, we'll get to you in a moment. I'll ask you to keep your editorializing to yourself.
It's an insider term.
It is an insider term. At Disney, you have your characters that are in big costumes.
Yeah, they have the big fuzzy heads on.
Yes.
I had an exposed face.
Which in real estate that's a big plus.
Yeah, so I had an exposed face, but I played several of the princesses.
Yes.
And that's what I did for a long time.
Mm-hmm. At 16.
Yeah, it's all, they're all teens.
I guess they are, right?
Yeah, because, yeah.
Well, the characters, how old are the characters are like a nebulous age.
No, I mean, I think Princess Aurora was 14, that's Sleeping Beauty. Cinderella was 16. Mulan was maybe at the most 17.
But they're all getting married at the end.
Yes.
I mean, it's babies having babies.
It is. No, I know. It's problematic.
Who was the Hercules one? Because I remember seeing a picture.
Oh, yeah. I also played for the 50th anniversary at Disneyland. They bring back some of the obscure characters that aren't normally in the park.
People they've already voted on and said we don't care.
Well, apparently the reason why Megara, she's the one. She has this huge
insane hair
ponytail.
Yes.
So the wig is a helmet that you wear you pin it in at 2 spots on your head. So it was giving girls bald spots. Because you have to wear this wig all day, but it's 20 pounds. So that's part of the reason why they discontinued it. But it was a real privilege that they chose me to play her. But it was really painful.
Are you sure it was a privilege?
Well, I don't know. A lot of people were pissed off.
No, really?
Well, this one chick came from Florida, and she had played Megara in Florida. I know, you guys. I'm hearing myself, and I agree.
What, did she say something to you?
Yeah, I mean, not to my face, but I heard from other girls that Kelsey's not happy. I don't know what her name was, I forget, but this girl had issues.
Kelsey's not happy. Who did she have to play, do you remember?
She was Belle, but it was she played Belle.
It's a very popular character.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sure she took plenty of pictures with plenty of kids.
Yes,
At the approved photo spots. Amanda, I'm going to look away from you now.
Thank you.
To someone sitting directly across the table.
Hello.
Well.
No judgment.
Look who decided to show up.
How dare, first of all, I was late, but not because I'm black, not that stereotype, but because I'm old, that stereotype. So, there you go.
You're old.
I'm very old.
Now, I emailed everyone yesterday.
And I responded.
And you responded so fast.
Yeah, I know.
I will be there, absolutely.
With bells on, my friend.
But your story, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Black is here. Now, Jordan.
Thank you
You
so
just
much.
completely spaced out.
Yeah,
of this happening.
I'll sit in front of my computer writing. which is not something I enjoy doing, which is why I think I spaced out because I hate writing so much. And then I was like, oh shit. But also it was like good because like, I get to stop writing. And come
There you
here.
go.
So,
It's the least I can do.
thank you.
How is it going? How's the writing going? Did you just start? Where are you?
I'm writing an outline for a screenplay. So I wrote the treatment months ago. And I decided this week it's time to write the outline.
There you
So
go.
I'm doing that, which I dread daily. So,
Speaking of dreading things, childhood jobs.
well, it's interesting because when I came in, Ryan was talking about being a bagger. I too was a bagger. It was my first job in LA.
We got a 3-bagger show here.
Well, there you go.
Sarah was also a bagger.
Okay. Well, I was a bagger here in LA at a supermarket. And
Do you want to say the name or do you know?
Oh, I don't get. Well, they're no longer around. Ralph's bought them out. They were called Boys Market. Now Ralph's owns them.
Boys
Boys Market. BOYS. Yep, Boys Market.
Never heard of that. What
If you
year
had
was
lived
this?
here in the 80s and maybe the early 90s before Ralph's bought them out, they were very popular.
There's a difference in ages with us. because
Yes, I'm so old.
You're old.
I'm very old. But yeah, so this store was in Inglewood where I was living at the time, and the store got one day I was at home on my day off and I was watching the news and I saw my store on the news and it had been robbed. Like someone gunmen came in and stole they robbed the truck, the armored truck when it was picking up. And it turns out they mostly got checks, they're so sad.
That's very sad.
And then one day I was in the store and a guy pulled a gun on a cashier because the cashier would not take his coupons, which he had coupons for things he hadn't bought. But he still wanted the coupons applied to his final price. And I ran when this happened. I didn't try to help or save anyone. I wasn't a hero. I just ran from my I was working as a checker at that time, as a cashier, and I ran from my cash.
How many check stands away were you from? where
Probably
this was happening?
4 or so. But I ran away because I was like, I don't want to get shot.
I don't blame-
not
I don't blame you.
over coupons.
Yeah,
That can't be my story.
If this guy,
How'd you get shot, Jordan? Man, this one dude came in with these coupons, right? No, that can't be me. I can't do that.
and there was a pretty good chance because if the guy's logic is faulty enough,
Oh yeah.
That-
I knew that in his
Yeah.
mind, you all are rejecting my coupons. So I was like, nope.
all must pay.
All must pay. And the other thing I learned is never, when you're in a store and you get bad service, never tell them you're never coming back. Because so many customers would tell me that or tell other cashiers that. And then you'd see them back in the store a few days or because it's their neighborhood store. They don't shop here because
Right.
they love it. They shop because it's convenient. And then you see them, I feel so bad. So I never, to this day, I don't care how bad the service is. Even if I know I'm never coming back, I
Right.
just don't say it.
Yeah.
Because they'll remember. Because I'd always see them go so sorry for you. You had to come back in with your tail between your legs.
What greater humiliation could there be? All right, folks, we have to take another break. When we return, we will reveal the location for our improv provided to us by our guests, and then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Hey, Spontaneans, don't forget, January, we are returning to San Francisco Sketch Fest. Me, Eban, Eugene Cordero, Tawny Newsome, Little Janet Varney, Spontaneanation Live, Friday, January 12th. That's right, at the Marines Memorial Theater. And then the next day, Super Ego Live at 1 p.m. We're doing Super Ego Forgotten Classics, Lady Chatterley's Lover. Then that same night, Saturday night, Work Juice Improv Live. It's all the Work Juice improvisers all together again up in San Francisco. We are going to have a good time. There's also some other shows that I'm a part of. You can see them all at paulftompkins.com/live. I mean, you can see the listing of them. You can't see the shows there. Please don't take me to court. paulftompkins.com/live. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, it's time. It's time to finally have some fun for once on this show. I apologize for the previous 140 episodes. But I think we finally figured it out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reveal the location for improv provided to us by our guests Beth Newell and Sarah Pappalardo. But first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we need to travel into the past for some reason. Someone is having a memory or we're learning how something came to be. We'll use this flashback sound effect. Now let's say we want to return back to where we were from the flashback, or we want to travel into the future for any reason. We use this flash forward sound effect. Now, this last one moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to find out what's happening at the exact same time somewhere else. To move us only in space, we use this meanwhile sound effect. Past, present, future. Everyone gets it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to reveal the location provided to us by Beth Newell and Sarah Pappalardo. And that location is... second time. The belly of a whale. We take you once again to the belly of a whale. What?
Everybody just calm down.
Are we? What is this weird cave?
Well, this is actually not a cave, Stuart.
Captain, what are you talking about?
Most of you blacked out when the wave hit.
I sure did.
I know you did.
I soiled myself and everything.
I see that.
The whole 9.
Clean it up.
All right.
It's so wet in here.
That's not just wet. That's animal wet.
Hey, so you guys want me to give you the tour?
What? Who are you?
I'm Perry. I'm kind of like the docent of the whale belly.
The whale belly?
I wanted to tell them.
Oh, go ahead then. Go ahead. I love it. You're doing great.
I can't now. You took all the.
Let's just
suck
back
the
it up.
drama
Let's just
out of
back it up and you go.
I had a big lead. I was gonna.
I just didn't.
We're in a whale belly.
No,
Yeah,
he
I
said
heard
that.
from Perry.
Yeah, I see.
Perry,
Go
I'm-
ahead.
Perry,
Let's hear this
If you
tour.
look around, as you can see, all of this is belly. So you're not gonna see other organs because you're inside the actual belly.
Right,
Okay,
right.
but like right over there's like a license plate.
There's a license plate.
Oh,
Hey, go ahead, sir, Captain.
No, I was
Is it-
just saying I didn't want to steal your thunder.
No, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I
I know so much about it. I'm just curious to see other people's
I
reactions.
just
to
feel
it,
like
you know?
you're missing an opportunity.
can we? I'm sorry. Can we? Let's introduce each other.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you're Stuart, right?
I'm Stuart.
I remember
yes.
that. And the young lady who was coughing.
Annette.
Annette, what a pretty name.
Oh, thanks.
My daughter's name is Annette. I haven't seen her in 14 years.
And I'm Captain Star.
Is that 1 R or 2?
It's 3.
Oh, it's fun. So over here is the lining of the belly, because the whole thing isn't lined. Because
Perry, I don't mean to be rude.
yeah. Go ahead, Stuart. What's the deal?
Have you been in this whale's belly for 14 years?
Yeah, I've been in it 17 years, but I haven't seen my daughter. She got out 3 years after we were in here. She like
she get
figured.
out?
So you ended up in here as a family.
Oh yeah, it was me, my daughter, my ex-wife. So that was awkward. And our pet turtle, and believe it or not, Lou Ferrigno was in here with us.
The actor who played the Incredible Hulk in the
Yep,
80s?
Yep. And
Dad?
hey, hey, sweetie.
No, call me by my name.
I like to shorten it, Annie.
No, call me by the full name.
Annabelle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to get out today.
Well, sweetie, I think we're stuck. Unfortunately.
Be quiet, turtle.
Yeah, Turtle's our dog.
Well,
Well, you know that, Annabelle. But
You've done it again, Perry.
you know what, Vanessa? I don't need your crap right now. You know, I mean, I did not plan for this. It just sort of happened.
How does a simple handoff on visitation day end up with us in the belly of a whale?
Stop fighting.
Honey,
You're upsetting.
honey,
You're upsetting our daughter.
Okay, so you've gotten us trapped in the belly of a whale, but I'm upsetting our daughter.
I've gotten us trapped. I've gotten us.
Well,
I woke up this morning. I was like, let's get trapped in the belly. I was like, no, my plan was let's go into the belly of a whale, check it out, and then let's get out of here.
A plus B, all over 9, divided by 6.
Annabelle, stop doing nervous math. Stop doing nervous math.
Well, that's what happens. Like,
Annabelle, honey, you do nervous math as much as you want.
Thank you.
Do it all day long.
Okay, you know, this is exactly what the counselor talked about. Like, we have to have a united front, even if...
Quadratic formula.
Okay, that's all very well and good and everything.
Lou Ferrigno was napping during that story, so I didn't bring him up.
All I know is I was on a whale watching expedition with my husband and my children, and now I'm here.
Well, when you go on Captain Star's whale watching expeditions, you never know what's gonna happen. We hit a storm, okay? And when you hit a storm, sometimes a wave can push you in different directions. And this just happens to be the direction.
Well, I want my money back.
You should get your money back.
Well, you are welcome to get your money back. You have to go to the customer service kiosk.
Just so you know, cash doesn't really work in here, but we do have a bartering system. So,
I'm sorry, Perry?
Yeah.
When you say we,
I mean, well, it's been me by myself for so long, but you know, sometimes you just want to feel like you're not alone, so you say things like we. And now that you guys are all here, I was right. You know, it's like I visualized a we, and because I believe in The Secret. I don't know if you guys practice that. Do you know this book, The Secret?
Yeah,
I read it right before I got in the belly of the whale. I did not secret this, but I made it work for me. So anyway, we do have a bartering system.
Yeah, well, our self-help books are right over here.
Okay, well, I don't know if I need anything like that. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm married, I got a kid, everything's going great.
Okay, then I guess you don't have to be at Barnes & Noble. Why did you even
Well,
come
you
here?
have other books other than self-help books here at Barnes & Noble, right?
Yeah, but I just, when people
Like, can
come
you
in
tell
and
me
they-
about some of the other books other than your self-help books?
I can,
Because I
if you
don't
want.
know what other books you have.
Well, do you want me to go through all the
excuse me, sir, I'm sorry.
departments?
I need to be a millionaire by tomorrow. Do you have The Secret?
Yeah, come
Wait,
right
what
up.
is this?
Overall
Why did
self-
Thank you.
What-
Goodbye.
What is this millionaire book?
Oh my God, that man just stole a book. Security! Security! Oh, they
Bang, bang, bang!
They beat the shit out of him and then they shot him.
Oh. That's...
Anyway,
So tell me
Hardy
about-
Boys. Do you like Hardy Boys?
Of course, who doesn't?
I met a man.
Who didn't?
Yeah, I did. That's a funny.
Hey,
Well, if you're not interested in self-help, we have
I'm not.
Hardy,
Or what else you got?
we have Hardy Boys.
I will choke you out right now. Don't. You better suggest something else.
Hey, leave him alone. Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
I need to solve a mystery by tomorrow.
Oh, have you read the Hardy Boys mystery?
I will
that
choke
broke-
him out too. I'm going to choke him out.
Oh my God, he stole a book. Security!
All right, okay, so Perry, you were swallowed up by this whale.
Yeah.
18 years ago, you said?
17.
17 years
Yeah,
ago.
with my wife and kid and Lou Ferrigno and our dog Turtle.
And your name is
Annette. Annette.
You were on. You seem very angry.
Well, I'm sorry. My husband's missing. My children are missing. Am I the only one who is authentically upset that I'm in the belly of a whale?
You know what? I totally relate. When I first got in here, you guys would not believe how upset I was. I was so upset. And my daughter, Annabelle, who I just remember her name's Annabelle, not Annette. I haven't seen her in so long, so it's hard to remember her
right.
name
That's
sometimes.
very sad that you forgot your daughter's name.
I mean, I've been in the belly of a whale. I think I have a valid excuse.
understand.
There's
I
a
understand.
secret to remembering people's names.
What's that, Captain Stein?
Shorten it, or just
And-
call them Sweetie.
Well, actually, I have a really great tip to remember people's
Oh,
names.
okay, I love tips.
So, like, if your name is Jared, okay, and
That's unfortunate, first of all.
Jared, maybe I would look at Jared and say Jared has red hair. Okay, I would say Herod.
And then red, if he had red hair.
Jared.
Red hair.
Okay, that's
Hair
better.
red,
Yeah, so
Jared.
if that works for you, then that's great.
But Annette, what if Jared doesn't have red hair?
Yeah,
Well, what
if
does Jared have? What's his?
What if he doesn't have hair?
Jared has a job.
He's bald. I'd say Jared is bald.
Well, I don't know how that.
But I'd still say, but if he did have red hair, Jared.
What if Jared is known for getting in fights with dogs?
I'd say Scary Jerry.
There we go.
I like
that one's
one.
easy.
That one I like.
That one's very easy.
I like that one.
So you were on the whale watching trip, and Captain, you were on the whale watching trip.
It's my whale watching.
Yeah,
expedition.
comedy whale watching.
Comedy whale watching.
Why is it that everyone on the boat isn't in here?
Well, we lost a lot of people with the rogue wave.
Now, Captain, the reason I bring this up is that you called me Stuart, which I know is my name. Mm-hmm. I don't quite understand how I came to be in the belly of this whale.
Were you on his boat?
I don't remember. Was I?
I think you were.
You think I was?
Batten down the hatches!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Everyone prepare! Oh no! It's a rogue wave!
Ooh, honey, get the camera.
Okay, darling, here it is. Wait, how do you work this thing again? See, this is a Samsung.
Daddy,
and
look, I can hang over the side!
Oh, yeah, look at you. I love my brave little boy. Or girl? Boy.
Prepare yourselves for the wave!
Captain, we're going over. We're going to go over. There's no way we're not going to go over.
Quick! Stuart!
What?
The lens cap, honey.
Oh my God! Why does this phone have a lens? Okay, I've always been bad with technology.
Stuart, get the whale whistle!
Hey, Captain, real quick, do you know Samsungs at all? Are you familiar?
So was I like the first mate or something?
You were the first mate.
Did you get amnesia? That does happen in the belly of the whale. Lou Ferrigno, the whole time he was in here, thought he was Henry Winkler. Oh no!
Bless you, Annette.
Jesus bless you.
I might be allergic to
wait.
whales.
Oh wait, this is part of the prophecy. The sneezing
Wait,
woman.
from the book, The Prophecy?
No,
the Celestine Prophecy?
No, it's in the belly of the whale prophecy. They said a beautiful woman will sneeze, and then she'll fall in love, and then the whale will free its captives.
Now, just 1 second. Thank you for the compliment, first of all.
It's the prophecy. It's not necessarily. I mean, I think you're not my type per se, but it's the prophecy says a beautiful woman, so I'm hoping that's you. So
Now, I'm not a religious woman. I might be beautiful, but I'm not religious. And I don't know about.
You didn't write that book. I might be beautiful, but I'm not religious. Did you? Please tell me.
That's me.
That. Oh my God.
Annette Burgundy.
You're Annette Burgundy?
Best-selling author.
I don't know. This sounds crazy, but I met you at a book signing at Barnes and Noble years ago.
And then she looked up from her stew and looked Danny straight in the eye and said, I might be beautiful.
Oh my God, I love her
but
so much.
I'm not religious.
Oh my gosh, she's so good.
Sir, can you back off, please?
Oh.
Back off.
I'm a big fan.
You're right in her face.
I secreted this meeting that I would meet you.
I can't see her. I can't.
You're literally blocking the rest of the audience.
Is it okay if I call you Ms. Burgundy?
Sure, I am married, but Ms. is fine.
Matt, can I just get you to autograph a copy of your book for
Sure.
my daughter, who has the same name? Well, her name's Annabelle, but
Sir,
it doesn't matter.
One step back. Just one step back.
Franklin, it's fine.
No, it's not fine. I have a job to do, Miss Burgundy.
Okay, well, Franklin, but you work for me, so.
You're right. Come 2 steps forward.
Wait, but I'm as close as I can get.
Get
Matt.
closer. She requested it.
But no, I didn't hear you said it.
Excuse me. I need to get more attractive and less religious by tomorrow.
Oh, I can. Have you read The Hardy Boys?
Thank you.
He didn't pay for that. Security!
Bang, bang, bang.
Wow, it's exactly how I remember it. That man was shot.
So are you saying that we've all been connected in our lives outside of the whale somehow?
No, I said me and you. I don't know that I have a story with Stuart.
Well, no, but I'm connected to the captain.
But that's amnesia.
And you're connected to the captain, Annette, because you're on the whale watching boat.
Wait, am I connected to the captain somehow?
That's impossible.
Have you ever bagged groceries before? Even at your own groceries, not even as a job. Just have you ever put groceries on a bag?
I was a bagging manager, which means I never actually bagged myself, but I would instruct others how to.
Close enough.
So you were like the captain of the baggers.
I was I was the captain of the band. Did you just say that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Everybody line up!
What? Yes, aye, Captain.
Line up!
Okay, I thought I was standing here already.
We are not
Captain.
just, I want to make sure you realize we are not just putting food in bags.
That's exactly what we're doing, actually.
We are-
I mean, we also put like Comet in there if they
we-
buy cleaning supplies.
Yes, yeah. I mean, food and also cleaning supplies.
Yeah. Perry, I'm
Tools.
trying to-
We have a few tools.
It's
also.
a very small
Perry, come
tool
on, I'm trying to
section.
learn.
It's small, but I mean, when we have like oil for your car.
I want you to think of it as playing Tetris. Playing Tetris with the food and the cleaning supplies and the tools.
My
and
parents won't let me play video games. They're very religious, not beautiful. Guess you have to choose.
Perry, come on, I'm trying to learn.
Okay.
When you're ready, I'll move on. But for now, I'm going to sit here with my head bowed until you're ready to learn how to.
I'm ready, sir.
Oh, okay. Let's move on then. All right. Here's an item: eggs. Does it go on the bottom?
Bottom. I'm going to say bottom. I'm just going to go for it. Yes. My mom said just be aggressive. Be aggressive. That's
You
what the
didn't even
cheerleader
hear.
said.
There was going to be 2 other items, and I wanted you to put them in order.
I thought it was in the bag by itself. Because
Do you have
you
an
can't
item?
put it on top because there's nothing else in there.
You have
That seems
eggs,
like a waste of bags.
eggs, a hammer.
From the tool section?
That's right.
Told you.
That's right, Dilly. And also 5 packs of Crest.
Okay, so let me think this through. 5 packs of crust, that means it's a big family,
Use
probably
your
a lot of
brain.
kids.
Use your brain.
12 eggs doesn't seem like enough for a big family,
Here it
so
comes.
they really
Remember,
gonna need
You're
these few
playing
eggs.
Tetris.
The hammer is probably a disciplinary tool because the house is probably nuts.
right.
I'm gonna put the hammer on the bottom just to give the kids a
That's
chance, a
right.
fighting chance. And then the toothpaste. I'm gonna put the toothpaste on the bottom too, because you know what? Whatever. And then like the eggs, I'm gonna put them in individually so that they don't break inside the carton.
That's right.
So I'll have 12 bags.
That's right.
1 egg each. And I've been bagging groceries that way ever since.
You've been taking the eggs
And
out of the
yeah,
carton.
because they can't break if
and
they're in a
putting-
bag individually. There's nothing for them to bump into.
I don't really-
Smart.
I remember you. And I remember that day. And I promoted you.
You did?
Yeah, I promoted him to cashier.
You did. And then I was the fastest cashier for that month, and I won a boating trip
That's right, you won a boating trip to the lake.
to the lake. Old Whale Lake.
So, oh, that lake that has the whale in it?
Yep.
I sort of remember that. Is that where we are?
Yeah, I chose a whale tour on a lake because I was informed that it was the safe choice.
That's right.
It is safer than the ocean,
It's
I guess.
always safer.
Yeah.
Well, until today, with these winds and everything.
Yeah. Well, now,
And the wave, the big wave.
so Perry, there's a connection
I don't see it.
with Perry. There's more.
Oh, okay.
Stuart, you tell him.
You have a thank you, Captain. You have a connection to Annette from the past. You have a connection to the captain from the past.
Yeah.
I gave you a promotion.
Yeah. No, I know. Yes.
You were the best for a whole month and went to Whale Lake.
And Dad, and you guys never saw me again, and nobody came looking for me, Captain.
There's a
Why
little-
did you come looking for me?
That's not true.
I had a little more.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Stuart.
But so far, there seems to be no connection between you and me, Perry.
yeah, I guess that's how it works out. Anyway, so Captain.
Wait a minute.
What?
Well, you both have matching tattoos.
Yeah, what's
Well,
with
sure.
those tattoos?
But I mean,
Well,
so what?
Who doesn't have a Justin Bieber tattoo? It's crazy if you don't have one. He's the most popular artist working today.
I mean,
Well, have you ever been to a Justin Bieber concert?
No, I don't like his
never
music.
been to a Justin
I'm
Bieber
not a
concert.
fan. Not
What
a
about
fan.
a CD store?
CD? What is that?
I don't know what a CD store
I'm
is.
very young.
CDs are
CDs.
shiny records.
That's not a thing.
Like the one they sent into space?
Yeah.
All right.
Lieutenant Anderson, this is very dire.
I
We're
understand.
sending this shiny record into space.
I understand. I'm
we
ready
need
to
you
take
to go with it.
Yeah, I know. That's why
This
I
is
have
a
on.
one-way trip, Lieutenant.
A one-way
You
trip.
won't be returning. Because where this shiny record is going,
Can we just call it a CD?
no man is coming back from
It's a CD.
Well, it's a military term, and NASA's kind of militaristic in a way, so
Justin Bieber.
yes.
Justin Bieber?
I don't know. My kids say it's dope stuff.
we're sending this into space so that if somebody finds it, they'll know that
Just
as a human race, we are on track.
Beep boop bop boop boop. What is this?
Baby.
Ooh.
Baby.
What does this mean? It must be war.
It is
War. We must
declaration of war from the Earth peoples.
Time to attack. All forces face Earth.
mind merge.
Well, since the aliens are attacking us because of Justin Bieber, I want to get a Justin Bieber tattoo. Excuse me, I was here first, I think.
All right, no big deal. Actually, I have a Justin Bieber tattoo, so I can give it to you if you want, and you can save you a bunch of money from these guys because they charge a lot.
Well, I mean, I want to support local businesses.
I'm sorry, sir.
I could go. Listen, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
There's a tattoo place closer to my house, but I didn't like what they did, and I said I'd never go back.
Oh, but why? Why would you? What did they do?
They kind of did exactly what I asked them to do, and then I realized it was stupid once I saw it.
Oh, let's see. I can't wait to see this.
I'm Stuart, by the way.
Oh, and I'm Perry.
Well, there it is. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that. Perry's the common thread.
Wow. Well, that's part of the prophecy. One will be the common thread. One will be beautiful and fall in love.
After a sneeze.
What's that?
A beautiful person, woman,
Will
after a sneeze.
After a sneeze will fall in love, and one will be the common thread. And then it says, one will be farty, and one will be smarty.
So it starts to rhyme after a certain point.
Who has gas?
I've literally been letting out one continuous fart.
I knew it was you.
Yeah, that's me. I apologize.
I thought it was the whale blowing the water through its hole.
No.
You've been here for 17 years?
Well, I heard it. I thought oh wow, he's really blowing water through that hole in a way that's not normal.
Perry.
Wait, so the first thing you jump to, even though you've been here alone for 14 years, 3 people show up, and you assume it's a change in the behavior of the whale.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're going with this now, Stuart.
Right?
And of course, I see it now, but hindsight's 2020. Everybody's so smart.
True.
Once oh, Smarty!
Oh, I'm
You're
the smarty.
smart one.
So is that all of the prophecy?
Yes.
So you're the common thread. I'm the smarty.
Well, part of it was written in Spanish, so I just go, nah, I don't know Spanish, so I'm hoping that we don't need it.
Well, if that's the prophecy, why are we still inside this goddamn beast?
Because Annette hasn't fallen in love yet.
All right, well, who wants to be the lucky guy?
Well, now it has to be real. Who are you in love with?
Now hold on a second. First, we have to know your marriage. Was it happy?
Yes, I loved my husband, Frank. He was an ex-Marine. And then he started...
Annette, listen, I'm shipping off. All right, gotta go fight for freedom.
Baby, you're so brave.
Come on! It's not about bravery.
The helicopter's waiting!
Hold on, goddammit! I'm saying goodbye to my girl. I just want you to know if I don't make it back,
Don't say that.
I gotta say this. I'll always love you and our little baby. I'll love our baby forever. And if I don't make it back, you tell him about me. You tell him everything. Don't leave out the ugly parts.
Let's just go.
Okay.
God damn it.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, so he made it back for this whale watching trip, and now he's dead.
Wait, did he die on the whale?
Oh, this happened on the boat?
No, he went earlier, and then he
Right.
came back, and
Okay.
then to celebrate, I got him for his birthday this whale watching trip.
Oh, you're assuming that he's dead because we're in the whale and
he's not.
And the wave took him.
And the wave took him. Yeah.
Unless she's still
One of
out there.
those rogue lake waves.
That's why they call it Old Lake, Whale Lake, because it's the old lakes. They've had a lot of weather.
No, we
All right.
get it.
Well, listen, we need to wrap this up. So, Annette, is there any way you could fall in love with one of us so we can be expelled from this whale?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not feeling any of you.
Wait,
And what?
what if you're still in love with, is it Ed? Maybe he's still out there.
Frank, I think.
It's Frank.
Yeah.
Are you talking about our
I guarantee I said Frank.
How about this, Annette? What if we do like just a quick what's that game show?
Price is
Oh, the
Right.
dating game.
The dating game. Yeah. Just ask us each one question.
Okay.
Pick somebody
I
and
like that. I like games.
Captain. It's our.
well, let's keep it anonymous.
Oh, okay.
What if you turn around?
Okay, I'll close my eye.
Okay. Yeah.
It's our first date. Where do you take me?
Well, I would start out by cooking you some raspberry turnovers, and I'd force them down your throat, one after another, until you were like, "I'm full, Captain," and I'd say, "I decide when people are full on Old Whale."
We should have
Lake."
put a time limit on the answers.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. All
Okay,
right.
great. Next,
Oh, hi.
You say Bachelor 1 or 2?
Bachelor 2.
Okay.
Hi,
Is that
Annette.
you? You're taking that one?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. On a first date, I would take you on a handsome cab ride through the historic downtown area, and we'd snuggle under a blanket and ignore the stench of horse manure and urine for as long as we possibly could.
Okay, Bachelor 3.
Oh shit!
I would
I didn't do good.
I'd finally do something daring, and something I was always afraid to do. I'd go to the library and I'd get a copy of The Hardy Boys, which I've never read, and I'd share it with you, and we'd read it together and talk about what we thought it meant, and yeah.
Okay, so
I'd decide when you were full.
Yeah. No. Okay, it's been noted.
I guess the cab ride.
No.
That's
me.
I didn't see this coming at all.
That's me. It's me, Stuart.
Okay, I love you, Stuart.
That sounded real.
Look,
What's happening?
I can
You
see
feel
a
that
light.
shaking?
I can see a light.
Guys, I just want to say it's been a real pleasure being in this whale with you. Captain! Oh my, he's being torn apart by the captain.
It's bad.
We got it. My skin! And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Jordan Black, where can people find you? Should they wish to find you, and should you wish to be found?
At Fake Jordan Black on Instagram and Twitter.
Alrighty, Ryan. Oh, and what would you like to promote? It is Monday, December 4th.
Oh, well, tonight I have a show at the Groundlings, the Black Version. You can get tickets at theblackversion.com.
Please go see Jordan and the rest of our friends from the Black Version. Always and hilarious, a good time. Ryan Gaul.
Yeah. Ryan F. Gaul on Twitter, or Rye Gaul on Instagram, RYGAUL. And check out Bajillion Dollar Properties on
iTunes.
On iTunes.
Seasons 1, 2, 3 on iTunes.
Yep, and maybe 4 soon.
Who knows where it's going to be by this time?
And check out The Last OG this fall or a month ago.
A very funny movie that Ryan is in, directed by, right?
Aaron.
No,
That's Killing Gunther.
that's Killing Gunther.
Check out that too.
Last OG is the TV show.
Yeah, on TBS.
Starring
Tuesdays.
Ryan, and the hilarious Tiffany Haddish is in that show.
And Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan, come on, guys.
It should be fun.
It should have been fun by now.
It's already been fun.
That's right. Amanda Lund.
Yes. Oh, at Amanda Fun Buns across social media platforms, and check out my podcast on Howl, The Complete Wedding, the complete joy in the complete woman, the complete wedding, complete joy, the complete man. They're all there.
That's right.
And the complete woman is out on all podcast places.
There you go. You can
For
finally
free,
hear that
for
for free. It's hilarious. Please do check it out. Sarah and Beth, do you have anything you'd like to promote for Monday, December 4th?
Mouth Time, our podcast.
Yeah, and you can check out Haha Wow at UCB Sunset and UCB Chelsea in New York.
There you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. Eban Schletter. He is Eban Schletter on all the things. Go to ebanschletter.com to seek out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work, because it is wonderful. And why is it wonderful? Because Eban Schletter is only the best. How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's very simple. It goes like this. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me, as of this recording, I'm sure I've been booked to do San Francisco Sketch Fest, which I always do. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world. Go to paulftompkins.com/live and see the crazy amount of shows that I will be doing because I like to make myself physically depleted. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to engineer Brett for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
Oh yeah, the wait is over. Womp It Up is back! Back, bitches! Every Tuesday, new episodes of Womp It Up are delivered hot and fresh to your inbox.
Just like a DiGiorno pizza.
Going straight up your butt.
Featuring all of your comedy faves, returning faves, and new faves alike.
Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.
Womp It Up.
Hashtag turnaround.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ockerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.